In this video, we're going to check why your PPC is probably not performing as you expected. We're going to go over how to check our search volume per keyword, per market, see the trend, see how we can analyze our conversion, our click-through rate for ours, for the market. And we are not going to use any external tool. So we're only going to use Amazon tools and the things that Amazon provide us. So let's start. So I'm super excited from this video. I want to do it for a long time to see how we can actually analyze our product per keyword, per conversion, per click rate. And by this, analyze our PPC and see which strategy we actually need to use. Because I probably all know that every account is different and we cannot use the same strategy for all of our products and all of our accounts. So I will start with the case study. This brand has been with us for a few years now and they're growing between 30 to 40% each year. And they super focus on their conversion and click rate, and we always analyze it and make sure it's above the market average and it's close to the top 5 competition. And only by those two metrics, we know that we're going to crush it in PPC, and we know that our ACO is going to be low, our tacos is super low, and we always at the top position. So tool number 1, Product Opportunity Explorer. So I don't know if you already checked this page, but in this page we can get so much information about this niche. I entered to the Product Opportunity Explorer for this brand, and there's a few things I wanted to share here. So first of all, we can see our top competitors. We can see their click count, their click share, their average sales price, their total ranking. So many metrics, but I want to focus on this tab and this tab. So first of all, the search terms. Amazon giving us all the search terms that related to this keyword. And it's the most accurate. It's accurate than Helium 10, than DataDive, than any other tool because it's from Amazon itself. So we can see for each of our search term, the count, the growth, and the click share. And we can see for each keyword, our search volume, which is amazing because again, it's the most accurate data that we can find. And we can see all the keywords that are relevant for us. So already I highly recommend save those keywords and make sure you have them in your PPC. Other than that, we can actually see the change in volume of those keywords. So for example, if you see that your search volume is decreasing, the growth is decreasing, and the competition is staying the same, you don't want to push more. You don't want to increase your bids because probably it will just ruin your profits. And another amazing tab here is the trend. So Amazon giving us a graph of the niche for search volume. They're also giving it for conversion, for the product count, but I really like to use it for the search volume. And we can see that February is a much lower time than Christmas. So probably I don't want to have the same amount of spend in February than I have in Christmas. But also if I'm checking last year, it seems like that from the mid of February, search volume started to increase. So I already know that now I want to keep my tacos low, I want to keep my spend low, but probably in few weeks, I will want to start increasing the bids, increasing the spend because there's more opportunity, there's more market. And it's such an important point. Sometimes I see sellers just spending, not checking if the niche is growing or not growing. And in this way, we can actually gain momentum. We can save money when the search volume is low, and we can spend more when the search volume is high to get better rank. Let me know if you want me to do a tutorial about the Product Opportunity Explorer. There's so much data that we can gain from here, but for this video, I'm going to show only the search volume, and we're going to move to tool number 2. So tool number 2, the brand analytics. If we in the brand analytics, we can click on search analytics. We can click on search query performance. Make sure you have here your own brand. We can do it also by ASIN. I like to do it by monthly and not a weekly to get better and more accurate data. And now we can see each of our keywords, and we can see the search query volume, basically the amount of time that people search this niche in Amazon. We can see the total count, which is the total impression that all the listings in this keyword got. We can see the brand count, which is our own impression, the amount of time people saw our listing. We can see the brand share, and we can see the same for clicks. So we can see the total clicks in this keyword. We can see our brand count. And by this data alone, I can determine my click-through rate, and I can determine the click-through rate of the market. And I can do the same for the conversion. So let's do it now. I'm taking this keyword, I'm taking a calculation. So we can see that the keyword got 38,000 clicks with all the listings. And we can see that the total count for the impression was almost 2 million. So actually, if we take those numbers, so I'm taking this number, I'm dividing it by the total impression, I'm multiplying by 100. The average click rate of this market for this keyword is 2.1. And why it's so important? So I will have this Excel file. I will put here the click rate of the market is 2.1. I will make it percentage, 2.1. I will add the search volume. Now step number 2, I want to calculate my own click rate for this keyword, and I want to see if our click rate is higher than the market or lower than the market. If the click rate is lower than the market, we will have hard time in PPC. Probably there's a problem either with the image, either with the price, either with the reviews. And when we will combine those three together and we will have the best image, great reviews, and great offer, probably our click rate will go up and it will be much more easier to increase our sales. Because in the end, in PPC, we showing our ads to more people. So we can do in PPC only increase the impression, and only the customers decided whether they want to click on it or not. This is step number 2. Step number 1, determine the search volume. Step number 2 is determine our click rate and make sure it's higher than the market. So after we did the click rate, we can do the conversion rate. So we have here the search funnel clicks, and we also have here the purchases. So we can actually take the purchases the same as we did, the total count divided by the total count of the clicks, then the brand count divided by the brand count of the clicks. And then we can see a better picture of the specific keyword. So actually we can see the search volume, we can see the click market, we can see the conversion market and our own brand. And here, for example, we can see that our click-through rate is double than the market click-through rate, which is mean that actually we have very good click-through rate. And if there's a problem here in the product, for example, if we are not at position 1, it's probably not the click-through rate, is either the PPC or either the conversion. But search volume is the first metric. You need to see that you have search volume. But the second thing after the search volume is the click-through rate. And if you have click-through rate below the market, you will have very hard time have profitable PPC, and you will have very hard time improve your ranking. You will spend lots of money. So after you determine your search volume, after you determine your click-through rate, and you see that your click-through rate is higher than the market, then you go into the conversion. And if your conversion is lower than the market, again, you will still be able to get sales, but it will be hard to push single exact or exact on high bid, and you will probably want to go to phrase and broad. Why? Because you want cheaper CPC. If your conversion is as the market or above the market or at the top 5 sellers of the market, you will absolutely crushing it, and you don't need to do any phrase, any broad. You probably will need to go only exact, only single keywords, and you probably won't even go broader than niche. So for example, if you're selling cutting board, you will even want to go to kitchen supplies, kitchen accessories, stuff like that, because your conversion is that good. So always make sure your conversion is better than the market. And again, here you can improve your image, you improve your price, you can improve your reviews, but you need also improve your listing, improve your A+, improve maybe adding some coupons, but making sure people clicking on the listing and they're actually buying. Now, this, like I said, is a manual way. You can also download all of this data and do it much faster, or you can use Scale Insight or other tools that actually give you the conversion and click rate per keyword. But in this video, I want to show you how to do it without anything. And here's the cool thing, each keyword is different. And if you see that you have keyword with very bad click-through rate or very bad conversion, but other keywords have better than that, you will want to push first the keyword that have better conversion, better click-through rate. Now, the last tool I want to share you, which is a new tool to me, and it's absolutely amazing, it's this one. If you go into your ad console and go to the left, you will have insights and planning. And in the insights on planning, you have brand metrics. And this tool is, on my opinion, absolutely a game changer. If you want me to make a tutorial about this tool and how to use it, please let me know in the comments. But the sake of this video, I want to show you one tab that I like the most. So if we are in this page, there's a blue dot that can actually lead us to our category. You need to make sure your category is correct. If the category is not correct, the data will be wrong. So just make sure that the category is correct. You can click on change category and change the category, that your products are there. Okay, so I'm clicking on the blue button. For me, this file is super important. So we can see actually our shopper engagement rate for our brand and for our category. We can see it probably the same. To be honest, every time I checked for every category, it was almost the same numbers. But this tab is actually amazing. And I already checked it for many other brands, and I think it's very accurate. So we can see that our conversion rate is 50% overall. We can see the category median, and we can see that the category median average is only 10%. So again, we are doing something good here. We have much better conversion than the average top half of the sellers. And again, it means that probably we can push harder in exact, we can push harder in single keywords. If it was lower than that, I would suggest doing broad, phrase, long-tailed keyword. Go for the keyword that have below 1000 search volume, because the keyword with high search volume will be very hard to rank on. And again, always remember, the goal of PPC is to increase organic sales. And if we are not increasing organic sales or improving rank, we are doing something wrong and we need to change the strategy. Now, category top is the top 5 sellers basically, and it's 25% conversion. So it means that we are better than the category median, but we are not as the top sellers. Now, being at the top seller is very hard. Sometimes the top sellers selling in very cheap, sometimes they have a very good offer, but it's good to know that this is the best conversion rate that we can probably get, and this is the number that we need to focus on when we're optimizing our listing. If your conversion is as the category top, you can probably do whatever you want in PPC. You can do single keywords, you can do exact, you can push very hard on top of search. Like I said, I will even suggest going broader, going to keywords that are tracking your category, like if it's cutting board, kitchen supplies, and etc. But this is absolutely crushing it. And until your conversion rate won't be higher than the category median, it will be very hard for you to dominate the niche. Now, the last thing I want to show you is the Scale Insight new tool. Now, I know that I said in the beginning of the video that I'm going to show everything without using any external tool. But if you do decide to use external tool, I highly recommend Scale Insight, because they're really doing all the hard work and the labor for us. And this is their new tool, is the keyword tracking. And we can see for each keyword, for this time, for this product, the sales that we are getting, the ACOS, but more importantly, the conversion rate. So we can already see the conversion rate we have for each keyword, and we can see that if the conversion is higher than the top 5 sellers, we can absolutely crushing it. And for example, for this keyword, for this product, we are very close to this conversion, and we are absolutely getting most of the sales from there, and we are very dominant, and we can see our rank is very good. But again, it's because our conversion is that good. For example, this keyword is much broader. We can see that our conversion is much lower, and the ranks speak for itself. You see, the rank is not as good as those 2 keywords. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question to ask, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments which videos you want me to do next. And thank you so much. I hope you're going to crush it in your PPC.